All right, let's get on to our next topic here. All I want is a team that gets along, and that's in light of the Denver Broncos apparently bickering after their recent loss. And we've got the offensive line and the secondary. They're screaming and yelling at each other, and it's been, I guess, a little bit of an issue here inside that locker room. Does it matter? Does it matter if teams don't get along? I mean, there are plenty of teams, historically speaking, who have had guys who have hated each other, right? Or just didn't get along. Maybe hate's a strong word, but they just didn't get along for whatever reason. We heard that about Montana and Young. But those San Francisco 49ers team, they were great. And both players were great. Both players made it to the Hall of Fame. So you don't have to like everybody on your team to have a successful team. We remember the New York Yankees in the 70s, the Bronx Zoo. Guys had fist fights inside the clubhouse, but they got along. Heck, they even had fights with Billy Martin, the manager, but they still won.
Right.
So as long as you win, it doesn't matter what you do.
So for me on my Christmas list, all I want is a team that doesn't get along, especially if it's the Denver Broncos, because I've been saying for a while now that they're not good enough to get into the playoffs. Them not getting along actually works to my advantage in saying that, because I feel like the fact that they don't get along causes more issues than when they do. Yes, you're making the point that there are teams that have fought that have gone on to be successful, but we see a lot of times in the NFL when teams are bickering, it's because they're not playing well, and the bickering alludes to them having, struggles in the locker room, them not being on the same page, the offense and defense. I mean, they squared off against each other in that locker room, so it's just bizarre to see it happening. But listen, if I am a Dolphins fan, if I am a Ravens fan, if I am a Titans fan, if I am a Chiefs fan, I'm saying, listen, you guys go at it, because that only benefits my team in terms of our playoff hopes.
Sure. No, and let me clarify that I did mean, yes, when you're losing, then these come out and it's not a good thing.
Right.
I'm just saying, as long as you win, if that's what it takes to get you fired up into play, then I'm okay with it. But in this case, because the Broncos have lost a game and right now are in a situation where they may be missing the playoffs, then yeah, maybe there's something more to this issue, and maybe that's why they're not winning. So that's something that only John Elway and company probably know and need to resolve.